22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Come on, set, 90, Wolf.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys' side of the field. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 61 yards. First down, a run with Cohen. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Lawrence. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 6. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. First down, Vick. He gets it left side to Johnson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built, get a first down.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Anthony Zettel popping in for the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw, Vick. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. I was going to let this go for the end zone. They were looking for Johnson that time.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A first down throw coming for Vick. Finding Harris over the middle. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up a second down. They'll throw again. Here's Vick. He gets this one to Johnson. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Ravens' 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 1, Vick. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They run on 1st down with Jackson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Vick. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. The fly route works for the TD ground.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to this.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jonathan Allen able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Able to find Isabella. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On play action, Vick. Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Play action now, Vick. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and good by Walsh. And it's now 17-14. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Vick. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. He's got the first down, and now Vick stripped. He lost the football. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick being chased out left.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, box truck.
A final shot before break. Lawrence, he's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Vick. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Vick. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Oh, nice move in midfield. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From the gun, Lawrence. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Right now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. Done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
What's the back?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Vick. He finds Ross. Right side. It's complete. 12 yards there and a first down.
Let's go. Let's go.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
From the red zone now, Vick. Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now here's Vick. And this is caught at the 8th. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. John Ross, his second touchdown on the season as they have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. Flush. And he's going to go down again.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Team six.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. And the pressure gets to him again.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Hey, Charlie.
On 4th down, Lawrence is going to float this over the middle deep. And this is caught inside the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tariq Cohen, his 5th touchdown now on the year, and the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Walsh adds the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. And so we have the touchdown now. Here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking,
and now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 16. Johnson, the intended target.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense defense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And this is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
To throw again. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
He is going to find Hill here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They'll try to counter here, Cohen. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw. Lawrence. Throw left side, completes Isabella. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Running is Jacobs. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now Cohen. Tackled there by Leighton Vander Esch.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Cohen. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Again, it's Cohen. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Vick, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Here's Vick. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the... And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Baltimore, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. I'm Brandon Gaudens.